On the Spot. We'll check out new releases hitting store shelves, get our weekly Nintendo fix with what's new this week on Wii Shop Channel. Seth Killian and Justin Wong stop by with a starting block of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. We've also got a demo of Calling on the Wii. Brian Ekberg takes you on a tour of the Sony booth at CES 2010. And we check in with Jody Robinson and the Community Spotlight. All that and more today on The Spot.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Today on the Spot. I'm Brian Ekberg, joined by Sophia Tong. Sophia, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brian.
We have a really busy show for you. You're going to hear from Sophia a little bit later because she's going to be showing a demo of Calling for Nintendo Wii, a sort of survival horror game. Very, very scary, incredibly frightening. She looks frightened right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepy, scary girls in it.
Exactly, my favorite kind. We have a great show, jam-packed. In addition to the Calling, we also have Tatsunoko vs. Capcom demo. Justin Wong is going to be showing you guys how to play that game and make yourself a better Tatsunoko player. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff. But Sophia, one of the things we did last week, we were at Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, CES, checking out all the gadgets.
All the 3D TVs.
There's a ton of, you couldn't turn around the Sony booth and not see something in 3D.
Oh.
So I don't know if 3D is going to be I'm still on the fence about 3D. But one thing I am definitely not on the fence about is how cool the Tesla Roadster is, because Capcom, who is releasing Dark Void in just a few days, had us out to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and that is yours truly driving a Tesla Roadster.
Oh, so lucky.
Actually, I'm riding in you can see that guy with the gigantic head?
Yes.
That's me. I look like Fred Flintstone's Martian. What's that Martian guy that Fred Flintstone used to hang out with? The little green guy?
It's
probably before your time. But anyway, they let us go out there and drive those cars. Takeshi and I had a chance to drive the Tesla Roadster. I know it's a tenuous connection. Tesla Roadster, what the heck does that have to do with Dark Void? Well, Nikola Tesla, the famous scientist, is a character in that game.
But no Tesla Roadsters in the game.
Not that I know of, although that would be pretty awesome. But anyway, thanks to Capcom for having us out there. We had a great time checking out that car, and Dark Void is coming soon. Let's get to the rest of the show. First of all, let's kick it off with the news and hear from Tor Thorson.
Hey everybody, it's your GameSpot news update for Tuesday, January 12th. I'm Tor Thorson. One of the most anticipated titles of 2010 was Star Wars: The Old Republic. I say was, because BioWare has now confirmed it is targeting a spring 2011 launch window for the massively multiplayer game. First revealed in 2006 and originally scheduled for a 2009 launch, the game is in development at BioWare's Austin studio and will be co-published by Electronic Arts and LucasArts, owner of the Star Wars license. It will be set in the same era as the Knights of the Old Republic games, which saw the galaxy embroiled in a civil war between Jedi Knights and Sith Lords. A civil war with lots of lightsabers, force powers, bounty hunters, and blasters. Pew, 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 pew. In other EA news, on Monday, CEO John Riccitiello laid out his company's plans for the upcoming fiscal year, just as he announced the company's current fiscal year earnings would be below expectations. In 2010, the company plans on releasing an innovative new take on Madden. With EA holding the exclusive NFL license, the past few Maddens have been criticized for their lack of, innovation. Though Riccitiello did not get specific, his comments come the same week that Madden NFL developer EA Tiburon announced it has hired NBA Jam creator Mark Turmel. Besides helping out with EA Canada's NBA Jam reboot, the veteran developer will also presumably lend his talents to Madden NFL 11, or possibly a new NFL game? Please though, no more NFL Tour. Well, that's it, your GameSpot news update for January 12th. For more headlines, head on over to news.gamespot.com.
All right, thanks for that, Tor. Now, at the top of the show, I mentioned that Sony is bringing all sorts of 3D technologies to your home soon. We saw a whole bunch of that at CES, and they had games in 3D as well. So let's take a tour of the Sony booth at CES 2010.
Hey guys, Brian Ekberg here, Las Vegas for CES 2010. Now, video games aren't a huge part of a show known as the Consumer Electronics Show, but they're here, and of course they're here at Sony. I'm gonna take you around, show you what's going on here at the Sony booth from a video game standpoint. Over here to my left, we got a whole bunch of Gran Turismo 5 demo stations, but that's not all that's happening here, so let's take a trip around the Sony booth and find out what's happening. Right over here, we have a station of PS3s, include games like Heavy Rain, which is coming out pretty soon. We've got God of War 3, of course, highly anticipated PS3 action game. We've got Mag, which is coming out in just a couple of weeks. Massive action shooter game. We've got Pixel Junk Shooter, Mod Nation Races, which is currently out in beta. We gave away a whole bunch of beta keys on GameSpot. I've been playing it myself. It's pretty fun. And we've got iPad, which is a game that you interact with what looks like a cross between a monkey and a Monchi-Chi. And this one's wearing a football helmet right now, so I don't really know what that's all about. Wouldn't be a Sony show without a bunch of PSP games, and they have several PSP Go's on display here, showing off games like Gran Turismo PSP, Little Big Planet, and Marvel's digital comics for PSP, which just opened, and that's actually pretty cool. We got SOCOM, US Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo, Hot Shots Tennis. If you saw Sony's CES 2010 press conference, you saw that they are making a major push in 3D, and that extends to gaming. Here on the show floor at the Sony booth, they've got Gran Turismo 5 in 3D. Maybe the most impressive 3D game I've seen so far is the demo of Major League Baseball 10, the show, in the 3D OLED section, and baseball in 3D looks absolutely amazing. Don't know how many people will be playing MLB 10 in 3D, but the very fact that it exists is pretty darn cool. Well, there you go. There's your whirlwind tour of the Sony booth here at CES 2010, and of course, our coverage of CES 2010 continues.
So it's a new year and there's a ton of games coming out in the next quarter, but let's check out what's happening this week with new releases. EA starts their earlier release lineup this week with Army of Two: The 40th Day, a direct sequel to EA Montreal's co-op heavy original released in March 2008. Available for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PSP, The 40th Day picks back up with the mercenary duo Salem and Rios as they head to Shanghai, China, which is in the grips of a number of inexplicable catastrophes. Though the 2010 Winter Olympics won't descend upon Vancouver until February, Sega will hit the slaloms a month early with Vancouver 2010, the official video game of the Olympic Winter Games. Available for the Xbox 360 and PS3, Sega's Olympic Sim offers 14 events from the world stage, including giant slalom, snowboard cross, downhill, and bobsleigh. The game also offers online or split-screen multiplayer, as well as leaderboards for individual events. A handful of lower-profile titles also head to retail this week. Sega will be releasing their RPG Sands of Destruction for the DS, while Xseed Games releases their aerial shooter Skycrawler's Innocent Aces for the Wii. For further details on the week's games, visit GameSpot's new releases page. Release dates are based on retailer listings and are subject to change.
Okay, now it's time for our first demo of the day. Sophia's here with Calling.
Calling on the Wii.
Okay, survival horror game. How scary are we talking? Are we talking Silent Hill scary or Muscle March scary?
It's more like Silent Hill scary.
Well, okay.
So we'll just jump right in and kind of show you.
The scariest dresser
like
I've ever seen.
It's kind of like the new Silent Hill, that reimagining, where you're basically just exploring the area. You don't really have any weapons. So
just what you don't want to not have.
I know. It'd be nice
game.
to have some weapons, but like you see, you're using the Wii remote to point.
That is a nicely organized drawer.
It is.
That one's a little messy. That's scary.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Why are we in the? What is going on?
So you're playing as this character Shin Suzatani, and apparently he likes collecting anime stuff. But he wakes up in this like disgusting room.
Yeah, this is gross.
Yeah, but let's get out of this room here. But whoa, lights went out.
Oh no.
Okay, so we're locked in here because I tried to open the door earlier and it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. See? No. Yeah.
No.
So the whole
What? Someone's calling?
This is why it's called Calling, because
Okay.
cell phones play a huge role.
Oh, it's just a cell phone.
Yeah, that's not yours. But let's go check it out. Let's see. I don't like the sounds. The sounds kind of freak me out.
You obtained cell phone.
Yeah, so you use the Wii remote like a cell phone, because the Wii remote has a speaker on it. So here you go, answer. And you hear all the creepy noises coming out of it. Like this raspy,
Yeah.
hear that?
Hold it up to your mic. That's terrifying.
It's all the static and yeah.
Wrong number, basically? Was that?
Probably,
frightening
and the
wrong
door
number?
pops open.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get out of here.
Even the doors are scary in Calling.
Yes.
Why does it have to be so dark? 'Cause that's just a
I
cheap
know, and
scare
you know the
tactic.
first thing you need to find, of course, is a flashlight because
Right.
everything is too dark. And this door won't open.
Shoddy.
Great.
Everything is shoddy in this haunted mansion.
My Wii remote's talking to me again. It's something like, don't go
Did you
near.
forget that? Oh!
God.
Oh my God! It's Fish from Barney Miller.
So, you'll get attacked periodically and just shake the Wii remote to
It's a
get them off
ghost.
of you.
Here's what I don't understand. It's a ghost. What can a ghost do to you? It can't hurt you. It's not solid.
It's not
Why
solid.
are people scared of ghosts?
But you see like a horror meter that came up on the top left that kind of indicates like how freaked out you are.
Okay.
So
Me, I'm exactly zero freaked out
Zero
right
freaked
now.
out right now?
Yeah.
hey, try playing this in the dark by yourself.
No.
Okay,
Then I'll
so-
get freaked out. There's your flashlight.
Flashlight. So now we can examine things.
Okay. Now where have I seen this before? In what game have I? Can't really.
Creepy Japanese doll.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Got it. You know, you're just gonna steal it?
Well, you're gonna pick it up, so you can also
Okay.
pick it up and look at it, examine things.
Ooh,
like,
she's got
oh,
some
there's a
writing on her
name.
foot there.
Yeah, so the intro kind of for this demo talked about like some teacher whose husband died, and his name was Kondo,
Uh-huh.
and they were talking about his obsession with dolls.
Weird.
Yeah, so that's kind of related. It doesn't go too much in the story in this demo, but you're trying to, let's peek in here and look in here.
So we should point out this is, as it says in the lower right-hand screen, a demo of the
Yes.
of calling.
And you can play it with the there's four different characters to play as, so this is just one of them.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, what's happening?
Ooh.
Okay, so,
Okay.
yeah, see, that's creepy. I never liked dolls.
No, dolls are scary. All right, so calling.
Yes.
Creepy dolls, we know.
Creepy
Cell
dolls.
phones, flashlights.
Yes.
Last question, when's it come? What?
More creepy girls. Okay.
Okay, that's scary. Oh,
Should we
man.
end it now?
Is that hair coming out of that closet? This is weird.
Should we get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right.
When's it coming out?
It's coming out March 9th.
Okay, there you go. Thanks, Sophia. Scared the living crap out of me. Appreciate that. Now it's time for to take a look at this week on the Wii. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. Shanghai 2 Dragons, bunch of cool stuff. Shadow Play, that might be a scary game as well. So let's find out what's happening this week on the Wii Shop channel.
This week on the Wii Shop channel. Stepping over to the Virtual Console this week, Nintendo brings us Shanghai 2, Dragon's Eye. Based on the ancient pastime of Maohong Solitaire, Shanghai 2 will keep you glued to the tube for hours on end. Shanghai 2 Dragon's Eye can be yours for 800 Wii points. Moving over to WiiWare, we step into the courtroom where Phoenix Wright prepares to point his finger vigorously and demand justice. In Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, you play as a rookie defense lawyer new to the scene with the wildest cross-examination skills in town. Use the Wii Remote to investigate crime scenes, question witnesses, and present shocking evidence. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney will run you 1,000 Wii points. Next up is Chronos Twins DX. This innovative new game will never let you look at 2D platformers in the same way again, thanks to its dual gameplay game system. As the main character, Nice, you control two different scenarios that play out on the top and bottom halves of the screen. Available for 1,000 Wii points, the game features elements from a variety of genres, including platforming and puzzle solving. And lastly, we have Shadow Play. Do you ever look at everyday household items in ways that most people would call strange? Well, that kind of thinking will go a long way in a game where a duck can be easily made from pieces of fruit, or a piece of pizza and a candy cane can keep you dry in the rain. With over 100 puzzles to solve, Shadow Play is sure to liven up any party. Well, that about wraps it up. Be sure to check back next week for the latest This Week on the Wii Shop channel.
As you look at what's happening on this week on the Wii Shop channel, now it's time for our starting block segment where we have Justin Wong and Seth Killian from Capcom teaching you how to be a better Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars player. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Seth Killian from Capcom,
Hi, I'm Justin Wong.
and we're here to give you some Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Star strategies with Yatterman number 2 and Mega Man 0. So here we have Ai-Chen number 2, who's Yatterman's partner, but is definitely her own girl. And as you can see here, she's got these cool setups where she can bounce these stars all over the screen. And as you'll notice, one of the things about them is that they will actually, here, let me do this one. They'll actually accelerate. So basically, you see it going faster and faster. That basically can lock down your opponent from jumping. So now I can dash in and start attacking on the ground. But one of the greatest things about Yatterman number 2 overall is she's got these really great pokes on the ground. And I'll let you show, Justin can show you a few of one of the things she can do with these pokes. So you see there, that's her little shield move. It's similar to Karas' shield. It's very nice in terms of priority. It'll stop almost anything. And you can really combo quite easily after that, so it makes it great. especially in the corner. One of the things about her, let me switch in here so I don't die. If you want to do a combo into what we call basically a mix-up, it's a bit of a reset here. And that's basically where you're in a combo and you actually let the opponent out of the combo so you can try and hit him with a brand new combo and do even more damage. That's what you can do. So Ai-Chen is all about tricky setups. So her supers don't actually combo very well. We can show what those are. There's that's okay, you know, but basically it's not like a massive laser that shoots in your face. It's like a setup trick. So you got a projectile bouncing around the screen and you can react to that. The other super is also not really a direct attack. This is her little helper robot, and he comes and hassles the opponent. So I'm trying to do stuff, and there's the helper robot coming in to trick me up. So there's a lot of tricks you can do. She's also got a really fast overhead, and if you use the Baroque technique, you can combo out of that. So let me hit her. And then you can combo very nicely after that as well. So very tricky, and Joe's already dead. Her only really comboable super, you want to show her the level 3, you can combo into that, which is a cool super. You get the Yatter Pelican, shoots out some robot birds, and then of course, classic fighting game move, the giant robot bird into your butt while you're down on the ground. So she's basically just not so much the combos into the super. Her supers are all setups, and the level 3 is a great finisher for fat damage, but a lot of tricks with this character. What would you add about Ai-Chen?
Yadaman 2 is basically a character that puts a lot of pressure on the opponent because of her fast pokes, like fast A, and it's hard to like get her off of you because like she has multiple moves that's basically like locks you down even when you push block. So it's kind of you basically have to block for a while.
I learned that the hard way.
You basically have to block for a while. Then when you get hit, it just leads into a super, which puts it's like a setup super. It's not even really a combo super. It's more a setup super. So she's all about like ongoing offense.
Well, now we're going to take a look at Mega Man Zero, who's definitely one of, I think, the easiest to play and most rewarding characters to play. So a great character to pick up if you're new to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. This character has some of the fastest and juiciest normal moves in the game, particularly his jumping C and standing C. Those are his heart attacks. Massive range on that jumping C, and then you see that huge cross-up. So basically you can throw that move out really early, and it hits for so long that you're able to do a combo afterward really easily. So hits everywhere, hits everything, and you can combo the standing C into a lot of specials, so you basically just have a lot of time to land stuff after that move hits. You can go into a Dragon Punch, you can cancel that into his launcher and go for an air combo, but that's really, I think, Mega Man Zero's primary strength. Very nice damage on that. So he does a lot of damage and basic easy combos. He's got a Sonic Boom we saw there. That's just a Sonic Boom top motion, charge back, hold forward. He's also got his Mega Buster, which is just hold down C, and you can either release that pretty quick or charge it up there, as you can see, and it gets more powerful the longer you charge it. You can also do that from the air. It comes out and down at a nice angle like that. One of his nicest moves is he's got this Dragon Punch, which you can do with any of the attacks. The A version is really fast. It's hard, it recovers really quickly. So if you put that together with an assist, that's almost totally safe. Very nice move there, but basically just huge damage. He's another character where your supers aren't going to win you a lot of matches. It's hard to combo into some of the supers. So there's that one, which is a nice little rainbow super. You can combo it, but it's difficult. This one is a shadow super, which causes double versions of a lot of his special moves. So for instance, right there, you got the double Dragon Punch that comes out briefly, also gives a double Fireball. Yeah, you see, so there's a lot of tricks you can do with that. But again, basically a setup. It's not a super that will do a ton of damage on all by itself. You have to follow it up. But really his best one is his level 3, which we're charging up here. And that's decent combo material. So let's see if I can live long enough to be comboed. And there it is, yes. So it puts you into the vortex and then hits you with the sword. And that's a very nice combo ender. So Mega Man Zero does fat damage and has some of the easiest to use normals in the game. They hit really juicy, feels really fun to play. So if you're new to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, give him a try. He's a great character right out of the gates. So there you have some basic tips for Yatterman number 2, as well as Mega Man Zero, and we're actually going to be back here to give you some more tips for Joe the Condor and, of course, everybody's favorite Frank West. So stay tuned to GameSpot.
So for all you guys watching out there, it pays to be a member at GameSpot because you could be highlighted as our GameSpotter of the Year.
Yeah, I guess we named a GameSpotter of the Year this year. It's going to be part of our community spotlight, and the person who won so much stuff.
All packed in one giant box that Jody's gonna send out soon, or
That's right.
has already.
She reached our shipping budget with that
one box alone.
But that's not all. We got a whole bunch of stuff as part of our community spotlight today. We've got some user videos Jody wanted you guys to check out, as well as our mod of the month. So check out Community Spotlight.
Hey there, this is Jody Robinson, GameSpot's Community Manager. This week's Community Spotlight reveals the GameSpotter of 2009, the Member Spotlight, and the latest GameSpot members who have been added to the Soapbox feature. The GameSpotter of 2009 honor went to Solid Tie, a user who is heavily involved in the System Wars forum. This is not the first time Solid Tie has received favor among GameSpot members. He has received numerous titles over the years for this forum alone. In 2009, the System Wars forum posters gave him numerous special titles worth bragging about, such as System Wars King, System Wars Hero, System Wars Hippie Manticore, which makes us think that the title GameSpotter of 2009 was certainly deserved. Now let's see what the GameSpot staff donated to our first GameSpotter of the Year. That is an incredible number of goodies. Thanks for being a part of the community, Solid Tie. This week's member spotlight goes to Paul Game Fury for his blog about GameSpot's Game of the Year. Paul Game Fury shares his thoughts about how Demon's Souls was not chosen based on popularity. You can check out his blog with more details by going to the forums page. Getting featured in the member spotlight is not the only way you can get your blogs noticed. We also have a Soapbox feature that has interesting staff and user blogs. The latest GameSpot members who were added to the Soapbox feature include Everyday Blues for his blog about how to select the best games, and Subbyman for his blog about how massive multiplayer online games are becoming more stagnant. You could read more about these blogs and other GameSpot user blogs by visiting the Soapbox page. That's all for this week's Community Spotlight. This is Jody Robinson, signing off.
Well, there you go. There's a community spotlight, and congratulations to all you winners, and thanks everyone for being part of the GameSpot community. We really appreciate all of you. Now it's time to wrap this show up with a little bit of trivia. You remember the top of the show we were talking about Dark Void?
Yes, I do, and we were talking about the Tesla.
And the Tesla Roadster. Well, we're going to tie all of this together with the trivia question.
Are we giving away a Tesla?
I wish, but unfortunately we're not. We're giving away some dartboard figurines, which are actually pretty cool. You guys check them out. We'll put them up on screen right now. There they are. We're going to give away a handful of these, and if you answer the trivia question correctly, you have a chance at winning one of these figurines. Now, the trivia question has to do with the car that I was driving at the top of the show, the Tesla Roadster. I want to know, you guys tell me the top speed of the Tesla Roadster. You guys can look that up. It's not a big deal. Fill out the form, press the answer trivia button right here on the side here, and your answer will get to us. The first 5 or 6 of you who answer this question correctly will win one of these awesome Dark Void statuettes. You can impress your significant other with them.
So really, no car?
No car for you.
No.
But we'll be back for another episode of Today on the Spot on Thursday. See you then.
Be sure to tune in on Thursday when we update you with the latest on Xbox Live and demo the misadventures of PB Winterbottom.